Right, so clean water on the brush. I'm going to tackle this left one first. I'm going to leave his beak. Clean water, it's just painting with water. Not too much of it, but just enough to make the paint flow. And I went over that edge immediately, which I don't want to do. I'm picking it up. I'm going to do this one in shades of orange and brown. So with not too wet a brush, I'm going to do the whole of him in orange. The water's, well, the paint's sitting on there and can still be moved because we put the water on first. Then I'm going to clean the brush, then go into some burnt sienna, so a dark orange, and then I'm going to go over that orange up to about 2/3, so just where his shoulders start to happen. If ducks have shoulders, I don't know. Let's put some. So that's the burnt orange, burnt sienna. Clean my brush. And I'm going to get some burnt umber. Plenty on the brush. And I'm going to go about 1/4 of the way up him in, oops. Quick soak that up. 1/4 of the way in the burnt umber. And then I'm going to leave him. And he will do what this pink one has done. It'll meld together and it'll grade up. And this is called charging. I learned this the other day. Right, so I'm going to paint it with clean water, keeping inside the edge, keeping it away from his beak, down to his bum. I don't want it too wet, but it's just so that it's got a slight sheen on it. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Decisions. I think I'm going to go for the light colour. I'm going to choose this lovely pink. But you choose whatever colour you want, but it's got this light colour on first. So keeping in the lines, obviously, round his beak, round his head. Make sure he's all covered. Wash your brush. Next colour I'm going to have is, I don't know, it's a bit darker. And you need it to be not too wishy-washy or a wash, because you're going to put, otherwise you'll just brush all the rest off. So that's a little bit darker pink. Let's see if I can get better. There it is. It's a little bit darker, and that comes up to 2/3 up him. Her. finishing off with some mauve. Quite a good strength again. Don't have it too wishy-washy, otherwise you just pull off the rest of the paint. And a quarter of the way up, with the mauve, and then we let it dry. Okay. Again, I'm going to, no, I'm not. I'm not going to wet him. I'm going to think of the colours I want. So I'm going to go for a bit of an orange to start off with. Not too much water on my brush. And that paint that I was mixing, I'm going to start using, and I'm just going to go straight into him and just do it a little bit.
What was that, Susan? Sorry, no.
Okay, so then I'm going to do a little bit of, what do I do? Oh, blue. Some blue. And I'm going to join that. This is onto the orange. Try not to disturb the orange too much, otherwise you end up with a green, but it doesn't really matter. Then wash my brush. Then I'm going to have some pink. And join that onto the blue. You've got a wet edge on the blue, so that's fine. I'm going to come up a bit with that pink. Clean my brush. Not too much water. And then I'm going to have a bit more orange, but a different orange this time. Just touch the pink that's already there. It'll all mix in together. And then I'm going to have, I'm just going around my palette of colours really. Just agitating them, getting them wet, and a bit of red as it comes up his neck, Indian red. Clean brush, not too much water. Oh, let's have a bit of yellow. So again, agitating the paint, getting it nice and liquid, and then not too much water on your brush. And I go up his neck. And then I clean the brush, not too much water. And his head is going to be all bright pink. Leaving his beak. And that's him done, the multicoloured duck. We'll do the beak. So clean, and we'll take the rigger brush, the rigger, and I'm going to give this orangey one a nice blue beak. I've agitated my paint so that it's now liquid, and I've gone straight in with the rigger brush, not wetting it first, and just painting in that beak. That beak there. It's fairly, it looks quite dark. It will dry lighter. And I'm going to do one of his legs in that colour, because we can't totally ignore convention. I'm not going to put a foot on it. I'm just going to paint in a leg. Dead simple. using the rigger brush. And the other leg, oh, green, bright green, I think. So the other leg is down here into the grass, can't see the foot. That's it. He's got 2 legs in the beak. I might as well, whilst I've got the rigger brush out, give him an eye. And I'm using Payne's Grey for that. And his eyes towards the back and top of his head. And that's him done, really. So I'll come on to this next one. What colour beak should I give that one? Orange. So I'm using cadmium cad orange. And again, the same sort of, I wet my paint, not wetting my paper, and just going in with a fairly thick consistency. And then I'm going to paint one of his legs orange. Goes down to the grass. Because he's got to have fairly long legs because he's a runner duck. And clean brush. What colour? What colour? Oh, we better have red, bright red. The other leg. So the other leg is round here a bit. Just join it on. And that's him done. So I'm going to do, oh, this one's going to be difficult. What colour legs? On what colour beak? We've used most colour. I'm going to use bright green again for his bright green for the beak. Just check to make sure that the head's dry before you do that one's beak. Mine's only just. There's his beak, and we do one leg. In green, clean, and one in, oh, do red there. That's it. And his eye. Oh, 2 eyes. So they're at the top of his head and right out to the side.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, rigger brush. Clean. I'm going to go for brightly coloured grasses because it's all a bit of a fantasy effort. So I'm going to go for mauve to start off with. So get plenty of mauve on your brush. Agitate it. So let's do this one first. Coming from the more water. From there, draw a nice long grass and then just do another one that crosses it. Then I'm going to have to turn the paper so that I can draw this one. two in like that. And I draw one that crosses it. And we'll do a bit of flickage. So I'm doing 3 little leaves. And then the 3 at the top there. You can do your grasses exactly how you would like, really. And so just little leaves. I'm going to change my colour and have some Indian red. Just draw some lower down grasses. Some more. Go along the, change colour. Have some yellow. Get some paint on my brush. Grasses grow in both directions, so don't all just do them all wave in one way. Except the tall ones, well, even those I've not got the same way. So and back to the mauve. And I'm going to have to turn this because I can't do. So little flicks to get the leaves in. I'm just doing 3 on the top there. And then before it dries too much, enlarge your brush and just go agitate the bottom of the grasses. It might have dried too much, in which case I need to put some colour on it. I'll just get some orange and put some colour on. So just a little bit of colour and pull it down. So that they're actually standing on something. And I'm just flicking a little bit more purple through and touching the bottom of that where I've just painted the water there, and it will start to bleed in a little. I'm going to do the same with the orange, flicking it through and touching that paint, that water down the bottom there. Then just push it around a bit with your brush. And that, I think, is that. I need to just tidy up. This one's head is not very good. That's it. Just use my rigger brush to tidy him up. And the same down here. Just tidied it up. And then blend that into the rest with a damp brush. And apart from signing it, which I shall do in purple, that is it.